Hello everyone and welcome back to the Hynt Beauty YouTube channel. My name is Ashley from the Green Bunny. You guys know me by now. Today I'm going to be bringing you this makeup look I have on right here. I wanted to do something that was very springtime yet very glam. It is a little bit more difficult in the eye area, but yet I like that sort of unkempt, messy sort of look. Nothing too perfect, easy breezy skin, and a bold lip. That ties the whole thing together, but not too bold. So if you guys want to see how I recreated this look or just see a bunch of different Hynt Beauty products in action, then please keep watching. So to start off, I'm using the Hynt Beauty Sun Prep. Since this is a spring makeup tutorial, it's really important to get the SPF, and this will also help hydrate the skin and in turn make the makeup go on a lot nicer. So I like to apply this first and just put it in circular motions around my face and down the chin. Then I'm going in with the Hynt Beauty Duet Perfecting Concealer. I'm in the shade Light. You guys know this matches my skin pretty bang on, maybe a little bit lighter. And I like to warm it up in my fingers. That way it is the least creasy, because you do need to just a very, very small amount of this product and then set it with powder, which we will do in a second. So I'm just blending this in with the warmth of my fingers so it doesn't set into any fine lines underneath my eyes or around my nose. Then I'm going in with the Hynt Beauty Flat Top Kabuki brush, which I love to pair with the Encore Pressed Powder Foundation that I'm using right here. I'm not getting too in depth about how I like to apply this. I did just do a full video on this powder, so I'll make sure I will link that down below if you want to know a little bit more and a little bit more in depth about how I like to apply it. But I'm just basically applying this everywhere. And I'm just using the shade Nude Sand, I believe it is, but I will have whatever shade I use listed in the description box down below. Then I'm going in with the Solaire bronzing powder. I really, really love this. It's quite a warm undertone, so do keep that in mind, but I think it gives her a very natural looking bronze effect to the skin. So I'm going in with this little duo fiber brush, and I'm just applying this to the usual places, that sort of 3 motions. So it's gonna be right up on the temples, right underneath the cheekbone, and then right underneath the jawline as well, just so it looks nice and seamless and natural. Then I am going in with the Alto Matte Blush. This is in the shade Sunset Pink. You can see I'm using just this really fluffy angled brush, and I'm using just a tiny bit of product, swirling it around in the lid and then applying it to the cheeks. It's just a really natural, warm terracotta shade that I think really enhances the sort of bronzed effect that I'm going with the skin, and it also won't compete with the more dramatic eyes that we are going to do in just a minute. So to start off the eyes, I'm taking this big fluffy brush from Hynt Beauty, and this is the shade Linen Kiss. This is in the Sweet Nectar trio, so you can either buy the trio or buy this on its own, but I'm taking that big fluffy brush and I'm applying this all the way over the lid, just to act as sort of a blank canvas and also help the rest of the eyeshadows blend. Then with just a fluffy blending brush, I'm taking the center shade. It's like this really nice peachy color that gives a great amount of warmth and definition into the crease. So just using windscreen wiper motions, I'm taking that back and forth through my crease. Now I'm actually going in with Sunset Pink. You guys can't see what I'm doing here, but Sunset Pink has a very similar warmth to that shade that I just used. It's just a little bit deeper. So I'm using this just to add a little bit of added definition, focusing it mostly on that outer corner of the eye. Then with a smaller blending brush, I'm going in with the Hynt Beauty Pressed Shadow in Rosy Velvet, this beautiful red shade that is more wearable than you think. Don't be afraid of it. And we are using just a very small amount, completely concentrated in that outer corner, and then bringing the rest of the color through the crease. Then there's a lot of back and forth when it comes to blending, so I'm just showing you guys I'm going back in with that fluffy brush and that center shade from the Sweet Nectar palette to help diffuse this color. Next, I'm going in with the Sweet Ballet palette and this little shadow brush that fits perfectly underneath the lash line. And I'm actually taking this beautiful purple shade in the trio, and I'm just taking that right the way under the lashes, quite heavy-handed, because I really want you to see that this is a purple shadow. We're going for like a very springy, colorful makeup look this time around. So I apply that shade. I'm taking a more fluffy shadow brush, and I'm taking the center shade again from the Sweet Nectar palette, and I'm just going to blend this out just so it's not so harsh. It's more of a soft, diffused color underneath the lash line. For the lid, I am wetting my brush, and I'm going in with the Hynt Beauty Shadow in Seashell Pink, and I'm taking this on the inner half of my eyelids. Using it wet is going to help with any sort of fallout. It's also going to really intensify the metallic effect that these Stella eyeshadows have, because they're some of my favorite products from Hynt Beauty, and I really like the way that they look wet. After I use the shade Seashell Pink, I'm going in with Honey Gold. I wanted there to be a bit of a differentiation in color, like not huge, but just a little bit lighter to a little bit more dark, but staying in that sort of warm family. So I'm applying this exactly the same way. And again, I'm sort of blending the two colors together. These sort of tapping motions will help diffuse it and then bringing it through the crease. So it's a little bit like a cut crease, but not overly perfect, so you don't need to focus too hard on that. Then I'm gonna go back in with the purple shade I used underneath on my lash line, and I'm gonna soften that harsh edge where the crease and the lid meet, and I'm just gonna put this little hint of purple so that sort of ties the look together. Then I'm going in with the Hynt Beauty Forte liner. I am using the black shade today, and I'm just giving a little bit of definition on the outer corner of my eyes. You guys know I really like to do this, but I really like to do it with this eyeliner because it has a smudger on the edge and it makes it really, really easy to sort of blend in. I'm taking this all the way across the lash line, which I don't usually do. I usually just do the outer half, but you can see the color is definitely focused on that outer half of the eye. Then mascara. Of course, I'm using the Hynt Beauty Nocturne Mascara. I think I actually ended up using this in the shade brown, but feel free to use whatever shade you want. They're both nice and dramatic, give nice full lashes, and I like to do several coats of this. Then I decided I wanted there to be a little bit more of a contrast, so I went in with Frozen Pink and I used that on the inner half of the lids instead. Just wanted to sort of show you guys this process. It may have altered the color a little bit, but feel free to just apply this shade instead. I think it looks really, really nice. And then I'm finishing off the lips with a little bit of a bold one, and this is the Hynt Beauty Aria lipstick in Peonies Please, and I'm just going to dot and press this into the mouth for a little bit more of a natural effect. Alright you guys, so that is it. This is my completed sort of spring glam makeup look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Using mostly Hynt Beauty products. The only thing I really didn't use that was Hynt Beauty was the highlight I have on and the brows, but I will list whatever I did use that was not featured, brushes and everything like that, down below in the description box as well. But if there's anything that you want to shop, especially those Stella eyeshadows, I mean, they are just an all-time favorite of mine, and Rosy Velvet Single, total must-have. By the way, I've done a video on my Hynt Beauty must-haves. I will link that video down below as well. But I am churning out some more content for you guys. I hope you like seeing some makeup look using Hynt Beauty products. I know loose shadows can be a little tricky, but I thought it would be helpful to see, especially in quite a glam, very glam eyes, but like very natural skin, which I think is very spring. But anyways, enough talking. Every single link you need down below, from our social media to product links and beyond, will all be down there. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please do drop me a comment down below. I reply to all of them, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.